Excuse me. Hello, everybody. This is your boy, the Forex King himself, Dennis, welcoming you to this live session on the 9th of November 2021. So, give me a second, let me share the link to this. We have a nice session. Very nice session. Very nice session. Okay, so guys, the last time we were with you, we talked about quite a number of pairs. We were on NFP week. As we discussed during the last live session, NFP wasn't that big of a deal last week, since this was the only move that was established, or we saw during NFP when it came down to gold. Such a small move, not such a movable move. Was really nothing per se. NFP, remember last week, a few days before NFP, we had seen a lot of movement in almost all the pairs. We also saw a lot of movement in the pounds last week also. So we were definitely not expecting that much volatility in the markets when it came down to the non-farm payroll. As you can also see, when it came down to pairs like where is EU? Here is EU. When it came down to pairs also like EU, we also did not see that much movement when it came down to NFP. This week, however, we are seeing a lot of rallying towards the upside. We are seeing a strengthening dollar DXY. Let's see how the DXY is performing. Oh, weakening dollar, sorry. We are seeing quite the weakening dollar when it comes down to this week. We're also seeing a lot of rise when it comes down to pairs that have the base the quote currency, the base currency as the USD. We're seeing EU, EJ. We're seeing also Bitcoin. Remember, we've been talking about BTC for the longest time. It's already about time. We've already seen the break above the all-time high on crypto. We discussed this all the way from, I think, when was this, a day last week. We were seeing probably we were going to have such a nice exhaustion and then a continuation to the upside. I missed this entry. Personally, I missed this entry. Not the best kind of entries per se. It's the best kind of entries, but it really hurt me because I had seen this position for the longest time. I had been waiting on crypto, and the one day I slept, or I lagged, or I just decided I was lazy just for a little bit. What do we see? We see Bitcoin rise all the way from 60k to 67k. I mean so I'll have to wait for another exhaustion, and then I'll have to take the pair, but my target is still at 70k. So we are waiting the final push to 70,000. Nice little exhaustion back to this high, testing these highs just to see how strong these highs really are, and then we might see just price break above them. Not even breaking above what it has already broken above everything. So we are definitely expecting BTC to continue towards the upside, creating new higher highs. Let's see what happens when it comes down to crypto. I don't understand how I missed this. Also Ethereum, in the Ethereum markets, all-time highs as well. Just the crypto market has just been crazy this time. It has been crazy. Where has this thing gone? It has just been crazy. Crypto. As you can also see when it comes down to Ethereum, god damn, all-time highs. I mean, if you don't have any money invested in crypto, what are you doing with your life? Okay, back to normal. We're also having Euro USD, kind of giving us that kind of momentum to show us, yes, we are still trending on a downward trend. We did not see any break above these previous highs right here. We're still seeing on the daily time frame that yes, Euro USD is still very much bearish, and if we take our fib from swing high to swing low, this is a nice 61.8 exhaustion. Remember, now with this, here's where the tricky part really comes in. Why? Because the first target of a 61.8 exhaustion is usually at the zero level, so we are definitely expecting price to do what? Yeah. This is the first target. Remember, when it comes down to 61.8, it can either create a new lower low or just have a failed low at this price area. So we've already seen price coming back to zero. Once we go down to our lower time frames, we are seeing quite the move. We're not seeing any highs being broken. We are seeing price definitely is playing below the 116 area, 1.16 area. Yeah, so we are still definitely on a bearish move, but we've not really had the best price to take this position. What I'll do is just clear every single analysis on Euro USD. We just start afresh. We see, remember, if you have any question, just drop it in the chat box. I'll sure to check it out. What I can do with Euro USD, I can just clear everything. I'll just have to clear everything. We can start afresh. We can definitely, it's always nice to start afresh when it comes down to analysis, since we might see something we had missed, or just to avoid making mistakes. So Euro USD, from just a glance of it, we are seeing price is definitely making lower lows and lower highs. It is very much bearish, coming all the way from the 1.22 area all the way down to the 1.15 area. When you look at it logically, it's not such a big drop, but for the economy, it is quite the drop, considering it has come, this is an yearly overview, all the way from January through to November. We're not seeing any signs of Euro USD tending to even have a tiny bull run. We're still seeing more lower lows and lower highs are being made. Let's just mark up the area where price is at the moment. So this is our daily range, even before I even do this, but this is definitely our daily range where price is playing in between these two areas, these two price areas. Once it breaks, once we look at it from this angle, we're still having quite the room to come all the way back to the previous what do we call it, demand area. Let me just expand this. Previous daily demand, so we're still having that room. We're still having the room of Euro USD, still very much bearish. We are still seeing it coming all the way to the daily demand. This is an area where I would definitely not look for sales at the moment. Once it's there, it's an area where I would definitely not look for, what do we call them, short positions once price hits this level. Remember, this is a very strong level when it comes down to the daily time frame. After that, we can just plot one or two more key areas where we might see Euro USD. Okay, I think those are enough. That thing, just, it's always nice to mark up your chart just to understand that this was the first high, this I'm seeing it's a high, this is one is a low. Just understand what price is doing. This is a lower high. Just tend to understand it logically. This is a lower low, and then price did what? Did not break this previous high, so it's still a lower high. Since we're not seeing any candles closing above this previous high, price did not break it, creating a new lower low, finally creating one very deep lower low, and then finally another lower high. Also, we might look at this from this angle. This kind of looks like something sort of an Elliott wave. Let's just see. Let's see. I do not want to jump, but pick it from up here, nope, criteria failed us. That just failed us. So once we are going down to the lower time frames, we are understanding that we are looking forward to creating or to breaking this previous low and creating a new lower low. So coming on to the H4 time frame, this is multi. Oh, nice. On the H4, we might just get an entry today. We might just have a beautiful entry today. Okay. This ain't that bad. It's not looking that bad. On the H4 time frame, I've just added this resistance point. We are seeing price, yes, is playing just at the resistance point. This is quite a strong resistance point. You can see nice resistance, strong support area, resistance, nice resistance. So definitely price is going to bounce off this area. Coming into the New York session, we're already 31 minutes into 3 p.m. Eastern time, East African time. This is quite the position. Okay, I don't see why not. At least back to the previous low. Let's see, on the H1 time frame, we are seeing H4 looks like an evening star. H1, okay, looks like some sort of M formation. Very nice push to the lower side. M30, even more confluence, since we now in the M30 time frame, we're seeing definitely price did not manage to break this area. Nice push, nice exhaustion. Now we might expect price to at least come back to this area on the M30 time frame. Just a nice drop. We might see just a nice curve on it. Price just to push back up and then continue towards the downside. This is a beautiful position, since we are just risking something close to we might even reduce our SL to something close to 26 pips. 26 pips ain't that bad. 26 pips for a target of roughly 62. Not that bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I had seen something here on the lower time frame. Okay, I can't measure that. So this position is quite nice. I might just execute my position. I don't see why not. We just execute this position. For those joining us for the first time, just share, leave us subscribe, also comment anything you'd like. Euro USD. My position is in. Let's see where it takes us. But on the M30 time frame, remember, this is the more aggressive entry. You can have quite an easy entry once you wait for that exhaustion and that push to the downside. I think that would make it even more realistic. Not even realistic, but a better entry. We're already in some profits. Okay, apart from Euro USD, we can just have a glance at gold. I am still waiting for gold to hit this area, at least 1834 area, before we can see a drop. Remember that now this area is one area that we've seen a lot of price rejection. At this area, we're seeing price is definitely failing multiple times to break this above this area, so we might expect just rejections towards this area. If we see price breaking it, nice retest and a nice exhaustion and a continuation towards the upside is going to be advisable. Okay, card JPY, card CHF, not my normal pair. Had a position last week. Oh, very nice entry, very nice profit. I'm not looking forward to trading it this week. So if you have any question guys, any question, we can look at GCAD. Remember, let me just clear the full analysis. Let's just have a new breakdown on GBP CAD. For the guys who are joining us just now, welcome. You can play it back and review what we've just gone through. We have a position on a Euro USD already, so enjoy. Yes, GBP CAD is one of my favorite pairs since the movement, once it decides to move, it moves towards your direction. It's something sort of like BTC. When it comes down to Bitcoin, it actually moves your direction. On simple analysis, on simple confluences, you will get a movement of Bitcoin. So GCAD is something sort of the same, but remember, you always have to do a fresh, not even a fresh analysis, but clean understanding on where you are in the current market condition. So nice area, let's just put it at red because it's the daily time frame. One below it, really don't have a lot of structure below this, but this one is some sort of not that strong, so I'm just going to make it dotted. If you look left, just to see if we're getting at least a level of demand on the left hand side, not really. So we're just going to go through our normal confluences. We are seeing GBP CAD is on a bearish trend. We are seeing price is making lower lows and lower highs. We are seeing price try to break this previous not so strong support level. Nice exhaustion back to a strong daily resistance point, also a strong structure. Once we go down to a H4, or we go down to once we go down, I will go through NZD/USD. Let me just finish up on this. Once we go down on our H4 time frame, we are seeing price is still very much bearish, a lot of structure right here, so definitely looking forward to seeing price dropping from here, maybe giving us some more kind of some sort of price action just to confirm the price is indeed bearish. If it goes above this and tests, then we are seeing the break above. But if that does not happen, maybe an M formation drop would be something nice for us to be expecting. If we go down to a H4 H1 time frame, not the most good looking of pairs at the moment. So my advice to you on this pair is just hold up. We might see a spike to this tiny H1 supply area and then a drop. So as we go into New York, just have your eye on GBP CAD. I am not really liking it as we speak, but yes, my bias is leaning towards the short, but I'm not really having the proper price action. This kind of look like the three white soldiers, but I'm not really confident right now on this pair. I'm not confident on that pair. Maybe let's look at NZD/USD. Share your chart. I've not been trading this pair for quite some time because of this much choppiness. Considering this was just October, so much choppiness. Price just immediately went down, and then we were thinking, okay, nice exhaustion, continuation towards the downside, but immediately price just went back into the zone. just giving us more heartache. What we can do, we can clear everything, just do it afresh and understand what is going on currently on euro, on NZD USD. First glance, I am definitely seeing some sort of push phase, exhaustion phase, and maybe probably a continuation phase when it comes down to NZD USD. If you look at it from that angle, before even getting more confluences, you're already on the right direction, since we're seeing some sort of morning star formation right here, awaiting the close of this today's candle. If it closes bullish, then on the daily time frame we are very much bullish. But also understanding where we are currently in the currency market, or at this price level, is also very important. Once you understand where you are, it's going to be, oh sorry, I'm yawning, I need some water. Okay. It's definitely going to also try talking to yourself for quite some time. You're also going to start yawning. But we are seeing signs of very nice exhaustion. Okay, this is more median than the other one. Okay, so we are in this current price level. Remembering on the H4 time frame, on the daily time frame, we are seeing price is a bit more bullish compared to is bullish. We're seeing push exhaustion, so maybe we just apply Fibonacci and see, was it, it's still a strong trending up. So on the daily, we are seeing more bulls than bears. So on the H4 time frame, we are definitely not expecting price to go as down as we'd like. So what we might expect from this pair, since we are seeing extremely good price action at this level, that's extremely beautiful price action, nice information drop. Yes, we are seeing an information drop on the H4 time frame. We're also experiencing a bullish trend on the daily time frame, bringing this pair some controversial or some misleading information. Remember, yes, one side is going to bite you, especially if you're not listening to the higher time frame. So once we start listening to the higher time frame, the daily and the H4,